Yes, so afternoon session resource person has been joined this Zoom meeting. So I request to roll number 2, please introduce Pravin Yannawar, sir. Roll number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah. Happy day and good afternoon to our distinguished guests, respected participating faculty members. It is often said that technology becomes truly meaningful only when it solves real human problems. Our resource person today is someone who has dedicated his career to doing exactly that, transforming cutting edge research in artificial intelligence and computer vision into solutions that make a real difference. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Pravin Yannawar, Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology and Director of the University Network and Information Center, UNIC, at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. A DST fast track young scientist, Dr. Yannawar brings with him over 25 years of academic and research excellence. His pioneering work spans artificial intelligence, computer vision, pattern recognition, image processing, and intelligence systems. His impressive contributions include 35 plus Scopus indexed publications, 5 published patents, several books and book chapters, and research projects worth more than 4 crore. With over 1,900 Google Scholar citations, his research continues to influence scholars and innovators across the world. Beyond these remarkable achievements, Dr. Yannawar is widely respected as an educator, mentor, researcher, and academic leader who is passionate about advancing technology for a societal impact and nurturing the next generation of innovators. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today. We're eager to learn from your insights and experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me, even if virtually, in extending a very warm welcome to Dr. Pravin Yannawar. Sir, the virtual stage is now yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for such an insightful introduction. Thank you very much. At the outset, I would like to thank the course coordinator, uh, Aparna Ashtaputre madam, and Director HRDC, Mahajan ma'am, and the staff of HRDC for giving me this opportunity to have an interaction with you all. Uh, while discussion with the course coordinator, since I belong to computer science fraternity, she told me to engage some of the AI tools to the participant of this particular course, particularly in the perspective of the educators and researchers' point of view. So we'll be discussing this, the entire presentation and the demos with you all that will facilitate you as well as that will introduce you some of the concept related utilization of the AI tools and how effectively we can use it for the purpose of teaching learning as well as for the purpose of research. As a matter of fact, all you are learned and senior faculty members serving to the prestigious academic institutions, and you already have a vast experience of teaching and learning. But still, I take this opportunity to place some of my points before you all. Uh, if you have already used the AI tools, that is much fine. We can discuss those during the interactions. But if you are really did not use or not got opportunity to utilize those AI tools very effectively for your education, teaching and learning process, so this presentation will definitely give you some of the inputs by which you can go ahead with the adoption of some of the AI tools during your teaching, learning, and research journey. with this particular note, we'll start. I hope I am loud and clear to everybody in the meeting. Is it fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
good. Thank you so much. So first disclaimer, I have utilized AI tool for making this particular presentation visually impactful so that it will appeal to you all, and this will also encourage you all in preparing some of the presentations and some of the uh, analysis, uh, whatever is required for your particular work. So here I have used AI tool called Notebook LM. So this AI tool, the first I request participant to please mute. Yeah, so that it will not disturb the pace of the session. Okay, so I have particularly utilized this Notebook LM first tool, and at the end of the session, I would love to know as well as hear from you that how many number of tools that we have discussed during this entire presentation and in this entire journey of 3 hours. Okay, so the first disclaimer is this. This is being prepared using Notebook LM, and particularly with respect to next most important concept called prompt engineering. Right, and during this particular course of interaction, I will let you know how you can do with the prompts and how you can utilize those prompts for your particular purpose. Okay, so let's go ahead. Traditionally, if you look at our shift of education paradigm, so it is broadly divided into three uh, zones actually. We'll see like what we were doing in past is it was completely we will be having a traditional higher education institutions where technologies are not so deeply involved into the teaching learning process, where we were merely like we will be like utilizing some of the work related to the PowerPoint presentations and likewise. So the previously in the era one, that is the past, that is traditional HEIs, we used to have all teaching learning through the uh, chalk and boards, right? So the teaching pedagogy was chalk and board. The knowledge flow was completely unidirection. So the teachers are used to uh, convey the concept to the student by means of either some limited form of experimentation or by the way of sharing some kind of knowledge basis to the student. Even in that case, research was also happened into silos, and the entire surveys and all that research related work have been performed into manual form. So you be used to visit to the libraries, get some data and likewise. So that was the past. If you look at the scale of that particular teaching learning will be, if you look at it was fixed with the curriculum and likewise. Okay, now what has happened into last 5 years is due to the surge of COVID, the entire teaching learning has shifted from uh, traditional to digital form, right? My request to the participant is please check whether uh, uh, please mute themselves, right? So that will not disturb the entire flow. Okay, thank you very much. So now due to the surge of COVID, we shifted from traditional to digital education. So the entire pedagogy got changed from uh, mm, chalk and board to using virtual labs or blended learning we used to perform. So that has incepted a learning management system, LMS, and that has also incepted to perform a virtual laboratories. Okay, so that comes. Then if you look at the knowledge flow, which was unidirectional, it has become interactive, but again shifted to the centralized mode. If you look at the research perspective, in the case of research perspective, our research got collaborated, and the research repositories got digital and extensively utilized. Right. Now, if you look at the scale of this particular paradigm or this particular digital transition, it is widely accessible, but it is becoming now standardized. Okay, so this is the first one was the past. Traditionally, what we're doing presently, what we are doing is in last 5 years of time span, we are into a digital mode now. But if you look at 2030, this is an era where most of the segments are being captured by artificial intelligence. So the entire pedagogy is going to be AI enabled, AI powered, and uh, wherein the students will be allowed to follow the personalized learning path for their uh, education learning purpose. If you look at the knowledge flow, it is co-created ecosystem where the mentors like us, teachers, are being collaborating with the power of AI for creating the content that are to be placed before the student in more innovative and creative way. So that is going to be happen, right? If you look at research now, general traditional data-based, data-oriented research is now going towards more predictive form, more automated, and into multidimensional formats. If you look at the scale of this particular work, it will be completely hyper personalized at the massive scale. Okay, so these are the three paradigms, and if you look at these three aspects, and now we are going to work with this one. Now, if you look at this, see, if you look at this here, we are possibly working with Gen Alpha and like students. Okay, right. So this you need to understand. Right now, in this, we are dealing with in last 5 years or likewise, we are almost dealing with Gen Z. Okay, right. And previous to that, we were with the millennial and likewise. So this generation shift is also equally important whenever you are dealing with them. So if you look at Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are actually used to they started with the technology itself. So for
Not audible, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir, I am here. I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir,
not
you're
audible.
audible
Yes,
now.
now audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Now you are audible. Roll number 52.
Network. Uh, I request host to please allow me sharing because is the screen is visible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Now, there was some technical issues related to the network. Okay, still we are into the era of third, we are approaching to the 2030. Still, there are some issues related to the network. Fine, that's okay. Okay, so initially, our lectures were very passive, right? So we did not personalize the content. It was developed for all. Since we are dealing with a different set of students, not all students are equal. Their learning capabilities are different. So the thought of making the learning more enjoyable by the way of their potential. So the personalization is needed. So the lectures were very passive that time. Then we shifted from this passive to the flipped classroom, where we used to have a pre-class concept mastery, right? That what is required for the next class that you are going to, like the student is going to learn into the next class, that we will do first, and then we will discuss into the classes, right? By the way of that, the concept was introduced to the student. There was a uh, then there was a case of project-based collaborative collaborative work, where the experiential learning are being formulated, right? Where students are induced to the real world problems, and they are given right. So this is project based and collaborative learning. So here this hackathon concept comes. Okay, fine. Then it is the learning becomes more joyful and enjoyable by incorporation of gamification and adaptive learning, where the personal AI paths were provided to the student, and that will enable the student for continuous real-time feedback as well, so that you can improve your content based on to the feedback, how student is learning. So you can actually track the entire progress of the student due to this digital intervention. Okay, so this is actually the pedagogic that we have actually followed, right? And it was potentially observed when during our COVID surge. Now, if you look at the responsibility of the teacher, you'll find that the teacher is serving two different roles. That means it is the dual mandate for the modern academia, that the teacher should be into the lecture hall, as well as teacher has to incorporate the research. So in just to bridge up this particular gap, you can include your AI infrastructure in the way that you can utilize this power of AI for collaborating both the things together. So as an educator, what is required that you should focus on to the areas of personalized learning that you are supposed to provide to the student. As an educator, you feel that all your assessment should go automated. So assessment related to all your examination that you used to take, and you should be able to assess the student engagement with particularly the content that you are provided, right? So as an educator, these are the focus areas, and that will that will help to understand how your teaching learning is being followed by the students. Okay, whereas if you look at all those schemes are heavily dependent, right? Funding and all those are heavily dependent. So those focus areas would be like how much you contribute into the research. So the focus area would be like the discovery of the knowledge, the statistical analysis that you are requiring to your research domain, and particularly to the scientific writings. So these three aspects are completely handled nowadays by using your AI tools. So we will see like how this is being helped. So on to the educator perspective also, the this teaching learning can be more joyful uh, using AI. So with this, we will say that the AI infrastructure hub is bridging the gap between the lecture hall scenario and the laboratory studies, right? So how we can do that, that we will see. If you look at the AI, that is artificial intelligence, it is working with three major uh, stakes. First is the kind of inputs that you are supposed to provide, and the kind of output that is being generated through the machines. Okay, so this particular ecosystem works with input, model, and output. This model is specifically an AI model that you are going to utilize. So here, all your machine learning algorithms, right? Machine learning, large language model algorithms, right? Pattern recognition and predictive modeling that is going to happen. Now, the way your input is, your models will understand that particular input, and will generate a necessary output. So, for example, as an educator, uh, if you wish to modify your curriculum, so or say, for example, as an educator, you want to use artificial intelligence as a supportive tutor, then the question is how you can do that. Simply, case is that whatever the AI tutor that you are going to have, or that you wanted to have in your class, which closely work with the student, so that has to work with the standard curriculum which you provide to the AI systems. So the whatever the course curriculum that you have, you can you can provide this curriculum. If you provide this curriculum to machine this AI engine can uh, formulate formulate AI tutor, for example, right? And I will show you how you can prepare an AI tutor that will facilitate and closely work with your student related to the problem that you wanted to share within the class. So that will elevate your teaching learning experience. Okay, so this is the case. If you really wanted to work with the large database during your research, right, research perspective, right? So in this kind of state, right, you can use your AI engines for all your research related work. So particularly, for example, if you wanted to prepare a review report based on to the some set of some set of papers that you have, and automatically you need to prepare a technical report based on to those papers, or you wanted to understand whether the paper is uh, important for my research work or not, and that too by summarizing a complete manuscript into 2 or 3 lines. So how you can do that? So that also can be done using AI engine. There are platforms those can help you out into this particular segment as well. So if you look at the large data set and repositories, you can easily go for creating automated literature reviews, and likewise. As far as if you look at the admin part, right, administration part, here also your AI can use, like say for example you wanted to understand the performance of the students, right, likewise, so you can easily come up the solution with respect to AI engine. That also we can see if the time permits. Okay. So if you look at the architecture, we are supposed to work on two pillars. Pillar one, teaching, learning, and second one is research ecosystem. Okay, so if you look at into the context of an educator, you will find that there are certain AI engines that are available or that are already in place. Uh, these engines are helping you out for all your different tasks. Say for example, if you wanted to go with the educator applications like automated grading and content translations, so there are AI engine based on natural language processing which will help you into automatic grading of the student as well as the content translations. So by translation mechanism, I mean like you have a a content ready into one particular language, say for example English, and you wanted to convert it into, say for example Marathi or your regional language for that matter. So that can easily be done using natural language processing application. If you are an educator and if you wanted to go with the student performance and tracking, so that can be done using the data analytics engine, and you can easily identify the causes by which the student dropout ratio has been increased. So there are data analytics engines are also available or in place that can give you. Yes, for sure. This particular data analysis engine works with the parameters. So these parameters are customized parameters. So you can set these parameters and utilize the data analytics engine for that particular matter. If you want educators, like the way we have the meeting right now, online meeting we have, and we want the transcription of this particular interaction, so that this particular transcription is being made available to you as in the form of the text. So that would be more appealing, right? So using AI tools, you can easily go for this kind of application. So meeting transcription and task management also, it can be done. So there are two automation tool available into this particular context, that is called as Author.ai, and second is Notion.ai, right? So these two tools will allow you to have a meeting transcription and particularly meeting notes for that matter, you can say, or you can say minutes of the meeting for that matter, you can say, right? So those can be automatically designed. The engines are so smart that during the course of interaction, the engines can identify what are the action points, right? And what are the decisions that are being carried out during the meeting. So that all meeting transcription and task management kind of activities are being done into the context of the automations. So these are the two important uh, AI tools you can configure and use. Now, this is the case if you look at uh, educators' point of view. Now, if you look at researchers' perspective, you as a researcher, you need a auto summarization, you need a grammar refinement while writing your manuscript, or you want to decide whether the manuscript that you are referring to is really suitable for your work or likewise. So for that particular purpose, there are still two tools available. One is called consensus. So this you can do consensus, and there is one size space. There is one tool called size space, right? So this consensus and size space, these two tools you can utilize for all your auto summarization, grammar refinement, more additional, like if you look at the size space, you can easily check whether the content is AI enabled content, or the content which you have is written by human, right? So like that also you can easily identify based on to the content. So during the demonstration, I will give you some of the details related to like how consensus you can refer, how size space you can refer, and likewise. Right. Now, if you look at the researchers' perspective related to the data analytics point of view, there also there are a lot of different tools are available. In most of the cases, the tools those are developed for all data analysis, big data analytics. They are actually based over Python. Right, so they are based over the Pythons. The models are developed onto the Pythons, right? All your stat models, all your numerical NumPy related models are available onto Python. So there are different platforms which you can integrate for all your research related work, or all your data analysis related work, where you can spend your time into predictive data analysis. Okay, now if you look at the automation particular purpose, right? So here, being a researcher, what you are in need of is like data cleaning or a citation manager, right? So there are tools like Manley you might have used, Manley, Zotero, right? And then there are then there is a tool called mm, Thomas Router's tool. I'll let you know that. Okay, I'm not getting it right now, but you can. I'll definitely uh, share. So these auto citation generation can also be there. So Manley, Zotero, these two. Then there is a tool called, yes, JabRef. So this is also available. So this JabRef is also available. Even if you are used to Microsoft Word will also allow you to go with the citation management, right? So if you look at this consensus and size space, they also help you in managing the citation referencing, right? So that this segment is also available. Okay, so that we will also see that particular aspect. Now, if you look at the modern pedagogy related to the educator's perspective, if you wanted to create the content using AI tools, there are certain tools available, right? So you can, and I'm very sure that you must be utilizing Chat GPT for development of all the lecture notes, Chat GPT for question answer, concept explanation, and likewise. Right here, next important mechanism that is available is like here two important points, like there is a Gemini and Claude, right? Gemini and Claude, right? So Gemini and Claude, these two platforms you can also utilize towards content generations, right? There is a entire Google suite for that matter. Uh, Google suite for that matter that is available. Say, for example, for video generation, you have Google Vids, right? For video generation, there is Google Vids. Then there is one more mechanism called not. There is one more mechanism called. Just a minute. There is one more mechanism called Notebook LM, like Google Vids, Notebook LM, and likewise. So there are this. Okay, so then you can use this particular Gemini for your AI tutor task. Okay, so our first demonstration would be how you can how to develop AI tutor for your classroom. This is our first demonstration. Okay, so this is available. Then for the preparation of all your slides, you can have Canva, you can have slides.ai, and likewise. So this will help you out. Even you can use Gemini as well as ChatGPT for preparation of or creating a visually engaging slides, right? So that will help you out into providing auto presentation generation as well. Then you have a co-pilot mechanism which will based on to the audio that is given as an input, wherein you can use that particular input for giving you the content suggestions. So autopilots can be there. Now, if you look at the moment you curate your content using AI, then you need to deliver it to the students. So as far as delivery management is concerned, you can use Moodle or Google Classroom as a centralized learning management mechanism, right? And these will act your LMS, right? And so you can utilize and configure your LMS likewise. Since like if you have videos and those videos are need to be modified by the way of advanced video recording mechanism or content delivery, or you need to add some kind of visual effects into the video, in that case, you can go with the Panopto, or you can go with OBS Studio for delivering that particular content. Then you can easily switch over to the interactive assessment. That is third part, that you curate a content, you delivered it to the students, and now you can go with the interactive assessment. Then there are tools called like Kahoot or quizzes, right, which will offer a gamified or real-time formative assessment to the educator, facility to the educator to incorporate this, right? Or you can use Mentimeter, so for taking live polls or real time students feedback based on to the concept. Even if you look at this Zoom also, Zoom will allow you to provide a poll, so that you can record that particular poll and take a feedback from the students, like how they are going with. Okay, so this is also you can do. Now, once the content got generated, you can again still, there is a scope of refinement, right? So for the purpose of writing improvement and likewise, you can the most adaptive tool that is available here is called Grammarly. So you can use Grammarly for the purpose of uh, writing improvements uh, into your uh, into your notes or into your presentation, and likewise, so that will bring an academic clarity to the stakeholders. Now, if you look at the tool matrix for academic, as I discussed, for content generations, you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Quillbot, Writeful. These are the tools examples. So you can count it down, because at the end of the presentation, we'll see like how many number of tools that we have identified. Okay, now for the purpose of the research, right, since you need to work into the research domain as well. So as I already discussed to you, with you, that the Python is the basic tool for all your data analysis, right? TensorFlow, PyChart, PyTorch, or PyCharm for that matter. uh, right, they are actually the tools that you can add on with the Python. Then there is a R programming environment, RapidMiner, or Orange platform that will allow you to go for quick data analysis as per your requirement. If you look at assessment and assessment related work, then Gradescope, Turnitin, Grammarly, they can go with the assessment. Now, why Grammarly? How you can use Grammarly for that matter? Say, for example, you have given a question to the student, and you are asked to submit those writings to scientific writing as a question to the assignment to the student, and you collect those Microsoft Word documents. Now you wanted to process those documents, so you can use Grammarly for checking how the student has written the scientific text. That is one thing. Second is, like, if you want to see plagiarism um, uh, into the content, so the Turnitin is also one of the tool which you can use. Okay, so by all otherwise there are like anti-plagiarism tools. If you wanted to use, then there is tool called Drillbit, right? That this is also available. Uh, then Turnet is one. Then there are some others tool also, right? So you can use those particular tool. Authenticate is one of Authenticate is also one plagiarism software that you can use. Then there is one more that is called as Viper. VI, like that you need to see, like this is the tool that is also available. You can check it out. Okay. Research Rabbit, or you can further go with Canva, Beautiful AI, right? So they are actually for visual presentation. So you can go with those. So Canva, Beautiful AI, Slides AI, Tableau, Power BI, and likewise. So these are some of the tools that you can refer. Okay, so as a research perspective, and likewise. Okay, so now if you look at this, how your teaching learning goes, right? So our teaching learning goes with the a lesson planning. Then we prepare the content, that is content delivery. Then we go with the after content delivery, we used to see like how much content is being actually received by the students. So for that particular matter, we go with the assessment, and then we go with the student support using some kind of arranging doubt sessions, or we can again go with some kind of arrangement of the remedial teaching, and likewise. We also get the feedback for our self-improvement as of for that particular course. Okay, So this is the case that you actually use. And in all these segments, you can use your AI model, AI engine to support. Okay, so let us go with the first demonstration. Should we go for it? Let me understand from you. Should we go for the first demo?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, please.
Right.
sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So we'll go with the first demo of of preparing the AI tutor. Okay. So just please allow me some time, 1 minute, right? Please allow me 1 minute, right? So I'll just stop this share, right? And please allow me 1 minute. I'm with you only, right? Just okay. So here, let me give you some of the important points. Okay, so see, you have a class, right? You have a class, and this class has, say, for example, 60 students. Okay, right. You have a class, and class is having 60 students. So to this particular class, as an educator, you are dealing with the course. Okay, and this course is being delivered to these number of 60 students. To this particular course, what you have with you is course curriculum. Okay, what you have is course curriculum. So your core with this particular curriculum only, your lessons planning is done. With this particular course curriculum only, your practicals are being done. With this course curriculum only, your assessment is being done. With this particular course curriculum only, your content that is curated, right, is being done. With this particular course planning only, right, uh, to this particular course planning only, there are some case studies or some problem statements are discussed. Right. And to have all these things intact, what you do, you adopt your learning management system. Okay, you adopt what? Learning management system. Okay, somewhere in some institution, some HEIs, they offer Moodle, or in some HEIs, they use Google Classrooms. Okay, right. Now, as a part of education, teaching learning scenario, we are actually, all educators needs to provide some designated contact hours designated contact hours based on to the credit of the course. Say, for example, if this is, say, for example, 2 credits, almost our will go with 30 hours. Okay, so our teaching and learning with respect to the student is bounded for this particular 30 hours. But if you look at this particular case, a student perspective, student has got an access to this whole curriculum before the start of the curriculum, right? Student has got an access to the whole internet, right? Right. And by that particular matter, student can get a PPT, student can get lecture notes, student can get videos, video lectures, and student get number of things. Okay, so student, if student wanted to learn, student has a prior all commitments to this, right? And interestingly, this 30 hours is the just contact hours between educator and the student, but the rest of the time student is almost occupied with the use of the internet. Okay, so is it good if we is it not good if we could provide this kind of whole support to the student by enabling AI tutor, right? That this AI tutor will be with respect to the curriculum that you have, right? And will be made available to your into the classrooms. So this is important. So how you can do this we will see. Okay, so this is what is actually preamble to your uh, AI tutor, how you can do this. Okay, now we want this AI tutor to be the integral part of the LMS. Okay, so for this particular purpose, we will be utilizing, for this demonstration understanding, we will be utilizing Google Classroom support, right? Google Classroom support with Gemini. Okay, so we will be utilizing Google Classroom support and the Gemini, right? Now, what ingredients we need? What ingredients we need for developing a AI tutor? First ingredient that we need is your curriculum of course, right? Curriculum of the course. Second, if you have some ebooks, then those ebooks you can utilize. Okay, as right. So the curriculum and ebooks will act as a resource, right? And why these resources are so important? This resource is so important because you need to bind all your interaction between a student and AI tutor into the context of curriculum and the book. No doubt, whatever the case studies and all those that you wish to incorporate or that the student want to discuss with the AI tutor, they can be into the bounded into the context of the curriculum entire. Okay, so if you wanted to do this, so these are the ingredients you need. Now here, using Gemini, what you can create is you can create a gem. Using Gemini, what you can create a gem. Now, the moment you create a gem, you need to define a role to the gem. Okay. Say, for example, being a head of department, I will advise my faculty that, okay, I'm giving you this role of a mentor, right? Then what are the responsibilities of the mentors, right? So that can be set. So to the gem, you can decide the role, right? You can decide how the responses are generated, right? How the responses are generated. So you need to give a role, you need to give a responses, and there are some other attributes. Okay, so that we will see in the directly into the example itself. So these roles and the responses will be handled using a prompt, right? This role and responsibilities are handled using prompt. So at the end of the session, what I will do, I will give you a standard prompt, right? I'll give you a standard prompt which you can use for all your work related to development of the AI tutor. Okay, so what I have with me is Google Classroom. What I have with me is Gemini, and the related ingredients like curriculum, ebooks, and likewise. What if I don't have a ebooks in that particular case? You need not to worry. This Gemini, this gem will take care the context of the content, right? So please try to understand this Gemini or gem is based on to LLM. LLM stands for large language model, right? And this is called a GPT model, right? This is a large language model, GPT model, right? So, so this is being developed by Google. So Google GPT model that you are trying to utilize for all your gem. So let me quickly shift up to one more yeah window. I hope this is there. Done. So this is my Gemini. I hope you are able to see this. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes.
That's good. Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my actually Google account. Now here is my classroom. Right. Let me show you that as well. Okay, say for example, my classroom of the subject is called subject is Internet of Things. This is June to December 2026. Okay, so I'll click onto this classroom. Okay, so traditionally my classroom looks like this. Okay, now if you look at if you look at if you look at this provides me stream, classwork, right? Peoples, right? So my teachers, assistant teachers, and my students. Okay, so this will give me the list of the students. Okay, good. Right, this is nothing but the grades that I am going to award to the student, and this is the analytics that I am going to provide. Okay, so this will give me the students, list of the students, and this will give me the progress. I can check this particular progress. Okay, who has submissions, and likewise based on that I can get this particular detail. Okay, now if you look at the classwork, right, I have clearly you can easily see here one class learning tool gem called Introduction to Internet of Things. Okay, now this particular Internet of Things is attached to the classroom, and it is opened by how many number of students? 14 number of students. So which means that presently my classroom of size 20 has got 14 students actively engaged into my AI tutor, engaged with my AI tutor. Now let us look at how it works. Okay, say for example, now I can see this, the moment I click onto this will give me a cheap GPT kind of environment. What you want to learn, okay? So what you want to learn, say for example, here the coursework is this, what, okay, I'll say define IoT. Okay, so the moment I provide this content, it will start answering that particular content. right? And it will tell you about this particular answer. What is IoT, right? Define IoT. So IoT is like this, right? So it will be like, it will give you the details, right? What are the architectural protocols, right? What are the data analytics and all that? This is okay. I want to use, say for example, RPipe for collecting temperature of a site to be, and it is to be posted to remote server. For example, this is what is something my program, right, or problem is. So what it will show, it will tell me, okay, before providing something, okay, let me understand which temperature sensor you are using, likewise, right, which API you wanted to use, right? Okay, say for example, I'm going to use, say, DST 22 and MQTT. Say for example, just I'm giving you how the student is being interacting with the GPT models. Okay, so what it will give me, it will give me the architecture diagram, like, okay, this is how it will be, right? You're likewise, okay, right? Then if I ask me, like, if I ask me, okay, how to read data from DST 22 using Python, give me program. Okay, so this is just giving you an idea. It is, since this is what we need to understand, how the responses are being done. Okay, so you can use it to the your literature context. No? Okay, how it is being done. So for example, see, it has given me complete program as well. So this is the way, if student want to learn, so they can simply get this particular code and see and do the relative modification. Now the question is, how do I generate this? Okay, so let's go back to this gem. Okay, now here, the interesting point is, the moment you log in into this Gemini, you will be offered with this much number of different options, right? And here there is one option called gems. So you just click onto this gems, it will give you to gem manager. Okay, it will bring this particular page called gem manager, and this gem manager, you can create the number of gems. Okay, say for example, you click onto new gem, right? The moment you click onto new gem, what it will give you, it will bring you this particular window. Okay, so what is this? You need to provide a name, you need to provide a description, and you need to provide a clear instruction. Okay, so the moment you provide a clear instruction, what you need to do is, for example, uh, you are a horticulturist with the background of natural lawns and likewise, right? Take into the account of the location, weather, and all this. You are knowledgeable and casual and friendly, likewise. And what kind of responses that you need to generate, that you can do. So just not spending much time here, let me give you the details. Okay. Okay. Say, for example, I have prepared this, right? So the name of my tutor is Introduction to Internet of Things, IoT. Right. What is the description? Description is, you are a AI tutor for Internet of Things course. Okay. Now here, this is interesting. And this custom prompt, I'm going to give it to you by the end of the session. Okay. So for this Internet of Things, what you need is this. Right. What you need is this, right? What you need to write, the first is role and persona. Right. Right? What is your role? Role is your AI master tutor and likewise. Then what would be your target audience? Right? Then what is the scope of the expertise? Right? So being a tutor, you are highly proficient and will limit your guidance into the following areas. So here I am restricting my GPT model that you should not go beyond this particular aspect. right? And the students are utilizing GPT models for various reasons, right? And you cannot even restrict that. Okay, so it is very important to restrict the GPT model when you wanted to make it as a tutor. Okay, so this is really very important. So you wanted to restrict the GPT models likewise, because you want the entire discussion that is going to happen between a AI tutor and the student would be more impactful, right? So you want to limit the student into a certain the GPT model into certain context. Okay, so this is how you can do that. Okay, now next point is first is role, target audience, third is scope and the expertise, fourth is how the conversation flow should be, right? So right, okay, so you need to give a conceptual guidance, right, over code dumpling likewise, right? So you need to provide that. Then you need to provide in what order your responses should generate. So what are those formatting guidelines? So you need to clear those, right? So that also, right? Then some constant, whatever the constants that, right, that you wish to incorporate, you can do that. So uh, I intently provide that uh, uh, not necessarily a complete solution, right? Intently done this, right? That never provide a complete plug and play project solution without testing the student's understanding. Right. So see, if you look at my interaction, the student interaction that has happened here, right? Here in the first stage only, the like my question was, right? I want to use this, right? Remote server. Here to this question itself, the GPT model can come up with the program, right? But since I have limited here that you cannot provide, you should not provide. Being a GPT model, you should not provide a complete or a plug and play project solution without testing the student understanding. So the GPT model itself should start testing the student first, will test like how what student understands, right? What is the understanding capability of the student, right? Likewise, it will decide, right? So here it will be like the way you are dealing with this, right? You will being an educator, you will not directly provide a solution. You will ask student like, okay, go and read this first and then let me understand what you understood, right? So accordingly you can do it. Okay, now if you look at the knowledge base, what I did is I provided a I provided course content. Okay, so this is the course content that I have provided to the this AI tutor. Now here with this also you can provide the electronic PDF of your course books or as well, open source books as well, right? So here the point which you need to keep in mind is that whenever you are using this particular ebooks, please make sure that you have a appropriate licenses, right? Otherwise, otherwise you will be into the copyright matter, right? Right. So please, like, because you don't know now whether that copy of the book which you are referring to is actually legal to use or not, right? If because in most of because it was observed that the people prepare the copy and push it onto the dark web. From there, the people take it, so that is violating the copyright norms and likewise, right? So since it is going from your account, you have to be very careful and vigilant about, right? So if you have a copyright, if you have a proper license of use, then only you can go ahead with, or then or else not necessary to provide, right? So I did not provide it, that because I did not have a own copy of the book. So this is what I did. Okay, so the moment we do this or incorporate any change here, never provide, or I can say provide, if I do this. Okay, so it will ask me to save, right? Or here in this case, it is already prepared, so it will ask me to update. Okay, so just to give you that, I deleted this, so never provide a complete. So the moment you click onto the update, it gets saved. Okay, now how you can integrate this into your classroom? That's very simple. Click onto this, go to your classroom, click onto create. Here, you can either create or you can add the content. So for example, for this material, what I did is I can add a content. Let this come. Just a minute. Am I audible to you, everyone?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, just a minute. Let me see. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, let me see this now. Okay. This is what is our classroom. Okay, so let us go ahead with this one. Now here what you can do is create, you can use material, click onto this, right? Here you have a gem, right? Click onto this gem, click onto this. Here you'll say existing, either you create a new gem or you can create an existing. The moment you click onto existing, it is my gems. So under my gems, what are those all? So these are those alls. Okay. So I wanted to use IoT and cloud as well. So that was I created. So I click on to attach a gem. Fine. So the moment I do this, it will be added to my classroom. See, look at here. It will be added. So AI tutor for IoT and cloud. Dear students, developed customized GPT for you, and that will act as AI tutor for IoT and cloud. Okay, so this is something I did. Okay, so I wanted to share with all the students. Okay, so I can create this topic. So since it is no topic, so I assign to all students. So the moment I click onto the post, what it will happen? Okay, it will happen. Okay, share with people onto your class. Yes, okay. Since I'm giving the course content as well, so that is going to be the part of it. Okay. Got it now? So see here. Now here you have two gens for this classroom. One is AI tutor for IoT and cloud. Second AI tutor for Internet of Things. Okay, so both the AI tutors which we have used is being connected to the classroom. So this will help us, right? This will help us into a very significant way. That now here student is allowed to go with GPT model, right? Where student will follow experiential learning, right? Okay, and this is being done by some sort of providing case studies, right? Or getting some problems, getting solutions to problem, right? And likewise, even if you can see it here, these are so interesting. Like if if you go on open on this, okay, so if a student asks me, like ask GPT, okay, please prepare 10 MCQ questions based on unit 1. Okay, I intently made a mistake into this. Instead of writing 1, I have written exclamatory marks. Let me see what this will do. Okay, so see, this is the benefit, right? Since though you made a mistake, it understood it as a unit 1. Okay, so this is 10 questions. Okay, so it will prepare this. Okay, so this doesn't mean that being a teacher you cannot use this, right? This means like student want to explore himself for the questions, right? You can, right? So here, being a teacher, you can also prepare the set of questions by setting the understanding level or difficulty level to the GPT models, and based on to that difficulty model, the questions can come, and you can utilize those questions if required. Since these questions are belongs to the course curriculum, so would be much better into this. Okay, right. One more thing is, uh, mm, please convert this text into Marathi. So let's see, like since we have limited to this, but let's see how this is going to work, right? Okay, so see, this is how this will come up, right? Okay, so means like where for most of the recent, like the government of India into national education policy states that you can provide content to the student into the regional languages for better understanding. So in this particular case, if you really wish to have your content into the regional scripts, you can do this, right? So this is also you can utilize. Even student wanted to understand some concepts into Marathi for the better understanding. So this is also student can do, right? So means it is irrespective with respect to, it is irrespective of the language barrier, you can utilize. So this is the power that you are getting using a GPT model, and that too a customized GPT model for all your needs. Okay, so this is our first demonstration related to the concept. Now, before going forward, if you have any questions as such, please do let me know. So we'll handle one or two questions onto this particular part, and we can move further. I don't want this interaction to be completely one way, for that matter. I know that this is going to be slightly difficult because a lot of things that has happened very fast, but still they are not so difficult. You can easily utilize it. Yeah, if there are any questions, we can take, Otherwise, we can move forward.
So can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, you can, please.
Yeah, so this is Dr. Navneeta Sen from St. Xavier's University, Kolkata. The presentation that currently you were basically making us understand, I just had one query. If we give any assignment to the students or not, and the evaluation, whether that evaluation has to be done by us, or is there any tool with regard to this that the evaluation can also be done by any AI tool itself?
You can use AI tool for the evaluation purpose itself. If it is a simple case, is if it is a MCQ sort of thing, right? You can easily do that. If it is a text, that also you can do that. So that text summarization and evaluation, that particular part, I think I have disclosed the tool itself during my course of discussion, right? That those tools you can utilize for all your work. You can do
Right.
it by your own. Yeah, you can do it by your own, or if you wish to incorporate the assessments, you can use that. So means you can do it by automated grading or live quizzes. You can still use a AI node for doing that. That is fairly possible.
Okay, sir. So in that
Yeah.
case, there would be two separate tools. One is for MCQ, a different tool would be used. And I believe for the other part, there would be some other tools that need to be
No, you
used.
can use your AI tutor for grading the students.
Okay,
That
okay,
also
sir.
you can do.
Right, right.
Right.
Thank
That
you,
that
sir.
can be done. Yeah,
Mm.
that can be. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So let us move further now. I hope you are getting the the context of this particular presentation. Okay. So let us look at uh, let us move further. Okay. Right. So here, this demo already we have done. Okay. So content generation as a collaborative process that we have done. So human expert, we go with the prompt engineering. We ask Gemini to prepare multiple things, right? So you can do that. Okay, I hope let me ask you one more question, right? How many of you have used Notebook LM for preparation of the presentation or likewise? Anybody? Or else you want to see like how it can be done?
We want to see, sir, how
Yes,
it can be
Sylvia.
done.
Right, okay. Let me give you that demo as well. Okay, so let me shift up to yeah, this is okay. Now let me go to here. Okay, so this is my workspace. Okay, this is my workspace. Okay, now I wanted to let me have one more thing. Let me just open up. Okay. नहीं. Okay, so I was to a course, and for that, okay, let me give you this one, huh? So I have a draft here. right? I have a draft here, a small draft. Okay, and I want a presentation onto this particular draft. Okay, let me go with this one. Okay, so I have a draft here, a small draft, right? And this draft I wanted to prepare for a presentation. Okay, so this is a complete draft. What exactly the thing is, right? I want the complete draft, the flow, the content that I wish to have into my presentation or likewise. Okay, so this is what actually the draft is all about. Okay, so here I have disclosed my team and likewise. So I want use this particular draft for for the purpose of preparing the presentation using an AI tool, say called Notebook LM. Okay, the moment you click onto this Notebook LM, this will give you the opening slide like this. Now here, the moment I click onto this, it will give me a screen which will cover number of things. Okay, let me give you that first. Okay, so look at here. This has a first segment, this particular section. This is called sources, right? This is the center section. This is called as chat or the responses being given to the language models, right? And this is called as deck, or it is called as studio, right? And the studio has number of things here. Okay, studio has number of things. Okay, you can use it the way you want actually. So you can do that. Right? There are multiple purposes for that. So you can go with the uploading a slide. So uploading a content, right? Okay, so I have some content called okay, you can take it as per your convenience. Huh? It's not necessary the way I prepared. But you can go with the way you want. Okay. So my document will act as one source. Okay. So what has happened that my source is being understood by Notebook LM. So it has taken the title by itself, right? And likewise. Okay. So here, based on to this, what I'm going to ask is prepare. See, what is most interesting is you need to expertise yourself in writing the prompts. Now, what is a prompt? Prompt is an instruction given to the AI model that how AI model should understand and prepare a solution for my need. Right? Understand my problem, understand my sources, process those sources, and prepare the desired output for me. So prepare a comprehensive presentation based on to the sources okay, prepare a comprehensive presentation based on to the sources. I will not go into much detail. Okay, so since we have short of time, I have restricted myself into writing a very short. If you look at this, you'll find that what this has done is it has created a slide deck for the document that I have given. Okay, so if you look at here, you will find it out that here onto this particular studio window, it is generating the slide deck. Okay, now since this is being processed, it will take a bit time to add all those segments here. Okay, so this is being done. Okay, now most important point is, now this will give you what? This will give you number of things, right? If you look at this, it will give you audio overview, right? So based on to the presentation, it will create an audio transcript for you, right? So that it can be utilized, right? If you wanted to prepare a video overview, say for example, I want, if you wanted to introduce a person, right? You wanted to introduce a person based on to the resume, right? So what you can do is you can push this resume to the notebook LM and you click onto the video overview, right? And give a prompt that based on to this source, prepare a video overview of the expert Pravin Yannawar, right? So that it will be utilized or it will be showcased into the conference gathering. Well, okay, likewise. So what it will do is it will create an entire video overview of that particular resume or from that particular resume, right? Likewise, so video overview also you can prepare. You can prepare a report based on to some sources. If you wish to incorporate a quiz, you can create a quiz. If you wish to create a one-pager infographic, right, related to the content which you have provided, so that also can be done here. That's infographic can also be prepared. So see here we have done two things. One is we are generating an infographic for a project documentation which I have given, right, and it is also preparing a slide deck, right? Even this, it can prepare a mind map as well. So mind map is a concept, right, which is particularly given to the student for understanding the points, right? See, for example, section A contains A, B, C, D. Section A 1.1 contains some points, right? So student can understand the flow properly. So for that particular purpose, mind maps are being generated. Okay, so let us look at how the mind maps is being seen. So look at here. So this is the university, right? What are the challenges? So it has challenges, public universities, private universities ranking, right? See, public universities, what are the challenges? These are the challenges. So it is very easy for you to visualize the things from based onto the document. This is the one way of summarizing the text. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, if you look at the private universities, okay, what are the challenges? High tuition fees, quality variation, faculty attrition, commercialization, placement pressures, and likewise. Okay, so this is all about the challenges. Now look at this. Now look at here, vision and mission. Okay, what could be the key terms here into vision and mission? Innovation based on values, social contribution, sustainable growth, and likewise. Okay, that you can do, right? Academic model, say, look at here. What is academic model? It contains, again, this segment, flexible programs. Okay, right? This is how it works. If you look at core faculties, how many core faculties are there? Okay, like this. Okay, look at the experiential learning. What are the key attributes? This is how it is, right? So this mind maps and all this you can prepare and you can link directly to your classroom so that student can understand that particular points and that will bring a clarity to the student. If you look at delivery and assessment, see the course delivery, how course delivery you want, online, offline, AI introduced platform, AI tutors and moderators, right? Look at here, how evaluation you want, no formal examination, continual assessment, holistic development preparation. Okay, this is how also. Now, high innovation ecosystem, infrastructure, this is how, right? Look at this. So this is actually the concept behind mind maps. So you can prepare the mind maps, you can use these particular mind maps for all your work, right? So this is one. Okay, so this is infographic now. Okay, look at this. Okay, I hope you are able to see this. Huh? Right, this is the name. Okay, right. So this is how it is. Like, okay, the status quo challenges in Indian universities. See, this infographic helps you to provide the clarity of your particular concept before the people, right? So this will be really very interesting and very impressive, right? So you can use this particular mechanism of infographics. Okay, it will contain everything, right? It is being automatically understood, right? See, look at the flexible curriculum, breadth and choice, right? This we have mentioned into our draft. Okay, so based on to draft, they have Notebook LM has prepared this sort of content. Now let me see whether we have. See, still it is preparing the slide deck. Okay, so it will take a little time, right? So this is how it works actually. If you want an video overview, it will prepare. I click onto this, so it will prepare a video overview as well. Okay, now see this. This has prepared a presentation. Look at here. See, this is how your AI Notebook LM has prepared this particular presentation. Okay. So this is what is the presentation. All these infographics and all this will be prepared by the present. This will be prepared by Notebook LM. Okay. So, right. Okay, so you will feel that this is not so impactful right now, but this is because we did not uh, provided our prompt in that particular way, right? So it is completely based on to the prompt itself, like how you want it to go ahead, right? So this is so with this what we did is I have prepared this kind of presentation using Notebook LM. So that presentation I just wanted to share with you that. So
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
So is this the paid version or something, or it has any limitation of use, or we can use it?
No, you can use it. So this is what I have prepared this presentation using Notebook LM. So I just wanted to show you. So this is completely this is completely based on to what you can how well you provide a prompt to Notebook LM. So see, this is what is the presentation. Now we have two flavors of the same presentation derived from the same content, right? So one presentation I just have prepared for you, and this was prepared by me long back with the different prompts. Okay, so this is one. So
Sir,
this is
I have one question. Is this
huh,
presentation is editable? Editable?
huh. This is editable.
Some
You can edit, but you cannot edit directly. You have to use Notebook LM for editing this particular presentation. I can show you that. Okay.
Is it like we have to edit the source to get the
No, no, I can show you that. Let me let we have a time. Do we have a time?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay. You are interested in seeing how it can be edited?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to be with me. Right? So we have still 1 hour to discuss this. So we can do that. Okay, I'll let you know that. Okay, this is very simple. But let me give you how this all presentation looks like. So this is how it is. Right? We have two different presentations based on two same content, right? This is one presentation. This is the presentation. Only thing is the prompt is different. Okay, this is different prompt. Okay, this is what we did. We modified it. Okay.
So it seems the quality of the prompt differs based
That
on
is
that.
That is what is you need to work on, right? That you need to work. That is your skill.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That is
sir.
your skill. That is your skill. Perfectly, that is your skill. What prompt we have used here just now? Yeah, here. What prompt we have used? See, my prompt is prepare a presentation. That's it. Right? Right. Now,
Yes, sir.
what I did is prepare compressive. See, what I did, prepare a comprehensive presentation, right? Rather, if I change my prompt properly, it will directly impact onto my presentation style. Getting me that? Right? So that is very easy and you can do. Okay. For example, now I will tell you how you can edit. Okay. Now this you need to edit. Yes or no? Right. Here I don't have a name, right? Okay, so I just click on to revise. Okay, now here, add as okay. Okay, right? Okay, this is what I need to add. Okay, generate the revised test. So it is going to generate. See, look at here. It is generating the slide deck revision. Right. So it will take a certain moment of time to generate. Okay. Dear participant, the case is one of the participant has asked me a question like, is it a paid version or likewise? Uh, right now we are on to we are on to educational subscription of the Google. So our domain is on to Google. So that is why we're able to get all these functionalities available for us, right? Now there are different offers from Google itself that you can choose or your institution may adopt, right? Based on to like say how many number of prompts you wanted to have, like sorry, how many number of spaces that you wanted to have, and likewise. Okay, so look at here. See here, student, participant. So I add presenter name as Pravin and likewise. Okay, so you have to be very specific with like where you wanted to add a content, likewise, right? So you need to work slightly, right? If you want better presentation, you need to work with your prompts very properly. So this is how you can change more revise. Okay. Uh, okay. So it will do what? It will start revising everything, and you will have a copy of this. Okay. So this is explainer video. So it will come, right? Let us shift up to the next point into our discussion, and we'll come back to Notebook LM again to see how this has worked for us, right? It's okay, right? So this is how you can work with Notebook LM, right? So content is very important, how you want, right? And all that. Okay. Now, as a matter, I have already told you about author, right? So this is this author, this transcribes every meeting and turning into searchable knowledge that powers your workflow. Means what? It will take all your minutes of meetings and likewise. Other than that, there is a mechanism called Notion, right? So this will also help you out in or taking the minutes of all your meetings, generating the content. It will also help you to organize your tasks, right? It also help you to organize all your resources. Like it can be easily integrated with your Gmail, so you can use this Notion for all your work, right? So it will prioritize the task. It will help you to write report, right? Right. So you can just delegate the work to the Notion, right? And Notion does that particular job to you, right? So this is what I have already discussed with you during one of our slide. Okay. Apart from that, there are two more platform that you must use. This is called consensus. Okay, right? And there is one more platform called SciSpace. Okay, this is for AI for research. Okay, right. Before going into these two platforms, let us come back to our presentation. This we don't want right now. Okay. Yes. Yeah. This is. Okay. Okay. This is what we have already seen. Okay. Right. Okay. Apart from this, for preparing a beautiful presentation, say for example, the way we have given this particular text as an input to notebook LM, you can give this same sort of input to a tool called Gamma. Right? This tool you can use, right? Or you can use Canva, right? Or you can use beautiful.ai for all creation of your content. Okay, so means visually appealing presentation you can prepare. So there are two tools available. One is this Gamma, and other is Slide AI. Okay, so important is, what is important? It will importantly, it will understand your source, right? It will understand your source. Based on to the source and your prompt, this will create infographics. This will create text onto the slide. This you have to keep in mind, right? Okay, so the game is this. Okay, you need to understand, right? You need to prepare this source raw lecture notes, right? They are raw in the sense they are being provided to AI model. Okay, but this is not at all raw, right? These are the lecture notes prepared by educator, right? And while doing this, very serious efforts are being taken. Okay, so they are not at all raw. They are actually the notes. Okay, so please try to understand all your visuals representation of your slide is completely depend upon your data, your prompt, and the kind of work you can take out from your AI models. That's it. Okay, so these kind of presentations you can easily build based on to this. So actually I am a extensive user of this notebook LM. So I find it very well. Okay. Now, this will really help me in defining the engagement loop properly, right? So this will also help me into pre-class preparation. This will also help me the attention checking of a student through gamified or competitive quizzes, right? Via quiz.ai or Code AI, we can do that, right? Then you can go for making it feedback and all that. Also, you can take it instantly, right? Right. This will again give me an opportunity to go with the autonomous anonymous feedback, right? So you can go by that. Okay. You can create a dynamic pivots, right? Right. This is also possible, very much possible using AI mechanism. Okay. So uh, okay, as I already discussed into some of previous slides, you can use learning management system and assessment mechanism, right? Grade scope is the tool where one of the participant has asked me like, if I wanted to assess automatically, is it possible for me to incorporate that assessment mechanism? So the answer is yes, you can go ahead. The tool is grade scope, right? So this tool is automated rubric-based grading, right? This is eradicating the manual grading bottlenecks, right? So you can go ahead with configuration of this, right? Simply go on to Google and see Gradescope. It will be done, right? Okay, so you can integrate with the all kind of LMS, right? So the LMS like Moodle, Canvas, Google Classroom, likewise. So they are actually working collaboratively using this. Okay, you can use Grammarly as well. Grammarly for writing evaluation, the text evaluation using Grammarly also you can go. You can go with the formative feedback based onto that. The moment user provides you a complete document, right? You can also go for using Turnitin for checking the academic integrity with respect to the plagiarism and likewise, right? Or it will also help you to assess uh, the percentage of AI content into the document. So that also can be done. Okay, so this is all about the educator's perspective. Now let us look ahead with this AI tool for research perspective. Okay, so this is our pillar number 2. Okay, so uh, so the important point is like you have a seed paper and you wanted to understand the constellation related to literature constellation related to the paper, you can go ahead using a mechanism called consensus, right? So you can go ahead with a tool called consensus. Okay, so this is okay. So this will help you to understand uh, how citation networks dynamically growing with respect to your seed paper. For example, if it is your paper and it has certain citations, right? Then where the citations have been placed, it is very impactful if you could give the citation constellation as a visual representation of your impact of the research work, right? So if you have one of your best paper and it has a very good number of citations, so you can easily go for the constellation for that. Okay, that can also be done. I'll let you know how you can do that. Okay, how you can see that rather, right? So this is really very important. So the primary tool for that would be Research Rabbit, right? You can use that, but I did not use it. I use consensus for understanding my value proposition of the research. Value proposition of research is completely based upon how many number of people that are citing my particular work, right? This is important. Okay, let me give you that detail, right? Okay. Okay, but before going into that, like how we incorporated a research, right? Our actually research pipeline would be into this particular way, right? From problem definition to the publication. So from problem definition, we move on to literature review. From literature review, we move up to this methodology design. Then we go with the data analysis, experimentation, setup, right? And all those, right? Then from data analysis, we'll go to the manuscript preparation, and we end up with the publication. Now, in all of these phases, all of these 6 phases, we can include internet. Sorry, we can include AI, right? So, for example, from problem definition and all that, you can use your GPT model to comprehend that, or you can use your consensus, or you can use SciSpace for giving you the advices related to the trending topics, identification of research gaps, and likewise. Okay, similarly, this will also, the moment you go with the literature review, it is absolutely necessary for us to summarize the bunch of papers in one go, right? So it is really very necessary for us to go for a summarization, right? Right now, before this inception of AI, we used to have lot many papers onto our board while doing our PhD, right? Thereby we did not like thereby we print it, we read the paper, and we spend much of our time in understanding, comprehending that particular paper. We did not have any mechanism by which we can query the paper, and we can ask our doubts to AI engine, which is actually summarizing that particular doubt, or which will question the doubt, which will question doubt, query that particular doubt to the paper, and get the details out of it, right? So that kind of auto summarization mechanism we did not have the moment we were doing our research. But there are some participants here, those are new into this particular, or those wanted to enter into the field of research, and they wanted to get the help of such AI models. So there are some solutions for you all, right? So you can go, right? We will discuss that, right? So there is a review, summarization of the work. If you look at the methodology and design, you can based on to the workflow, you can ask AI model to suggest the experimental models, or you can decide the simulation patterns using AI mechanism. That is also possible. If you wanted to go with the data analysis, you can go with the predictive data modeling using machine learning mechanism. That is also been possible. If you wanted to write a manuscript preparation, there are various AI tools available. Those can help you out into uh, preparation of the drafts of abstracts, refine the tone, auto generates the citation, maintain the citation cohesively with the text, right? Likewise, so there are many tools available, so you can take a use of those, right? Right. You can also further go with journal selection AI. You can use AI, like for example, there is a tool called Gen AI, right? So you can use that particular Gen AI in writing abstracts, refining, auto generating the citation, writing the text, and likewise, right? This will also help you to understand, helping you in the way of selecting an appropriate journal, for that matter, for submission of your work, right? And the compliance checking likewise. Okay, so this can be easily done. Okay. Okay, let us go with the one demo, so that you can understand it into better way. Okay. Okay, let us look at the hello. Any question? Is there any question, doubt? No. Okay, fine. So let us look at the size space here, right? So size space, the moment you click onto size space will give you this particular screen. Okay, right now for before entering into this, you need to subscribe size space. Please look at right size space. It will allow some free prompts to you, but it will charge you very heavily. Right, say for example, it is premium, it is giving you 7,000 rupees per month. Advance is giving you 5,000 rupees per month, and 13,500 per month max. Okay, so this is the right. So this is what the agent use, right? So 1,200 monthly credits, deep search, systematic search, whatever, like number of things, right? This is 10,000, this is 40,000. Okay, so based on to this actually works. Okay, fine. The moment you enter into this will allow you to use free credits, right? Okay, so that can be done. And the moment the way you use it daily, right? For a limited purpose, you can use it, right? Okay, now you can start up with, you can give me any task to work on, but like what it can do, right? Let me give you that. Right. It can like you can take a literature review of literature from this. You can use this size space for writing a draft. You can this size space to generate diagram. You can use this size space for systematic review, right? You can use this size space for searching papers. You can use this size space for extracting data. You can use this size space for reviewing your work, reviewing your writing, or you can use it for writing your reports. Okay, this will also help you in number of ways. Like for example, this will help you in AI detector, right? So you have, if you have some text and you wanted to use the AI, whether AI is being utilized or not, right? So it can be done. Say for example, I have a paper, and from my paper, right, I have some text. So I incorporated this particular text here. Okay, I copied the text and pasted it out here. Okay. So, and I asked this size space to check, right, uh, whether it has some AI or not. So it has given me report called, right? It has a 6% of AI, which is because English is a language and right writing is the skill, right? So you can like 6% is fairly acceptable, right? So there is no AI assistance, right? Right. This text is written almost entirely by human with a little to or no AI assistance. Right. So this will also help you in understanding that whether it is like that or not. Right. If you still wanted to improve this particular score, right, you can go with the paraphrasing, changing the paragraphs, and likewise you can use now machine to modify your content. Right now, if you use machine for modifying that particular content, it will be essentially, it will say it will use this much number of AI, percentage of AI into your formulation of the text. Okay, likewise, so you can use AI detector for this. Okay, now you can see the citation generator, right? So like here you can see that, okay, so this is my paper. Okay, right? So I have given this particular paper here, right? And I understand the citations, right? So how this paper is to be cited. So this is main citation, this is main citation. So this, right? So the main citation is this is how it is being cited. So right, my references, that my work is being referred into two of my references, say, right? It is like that. It will start checking with the work, right? This is how you can go, right? Now, next important point is if you wanted to incorporate a review, right? So you can go up with your review. So here is your query. You can give a query to write a literature review onto a particular topic. Or if you wish to find any topic for that, say for example, mm, 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 what can be any topic you can suggest? Anybody? If you wish to see. Okay, so it will go on to getting some contents for some topics for me, right? Okay, so it will give me the brief out about the topic, right? It will let me know uh, the topics based on to or topic that are closely look at or closely related to the work, right? So these are the topic, right, which you can take up from this particular website. So this is like that, right? If suppose someone wants to go into further having a deep dive into the problem statement, so you can understand whether it has certain really significance or not. Okay, this is there. Okay, now you can go with some content here. Say for example, so this I tried for exceptionally for you in morning, right? So like how this is going to work, because now see, I want you to use how large language models are used for Marathi particularly. So what it does, the moment I give this particular prompt, it will start searching onto the web, right? So how many papers it searched? So 100 papers. Which paper you want to see? So if you click it here, you'll get all those papers here. See, look at here. Okay, so those 100 papers are here, right? So you can select those 100 papers or likewise, right? Now every paper is sorted using, right, is alphabetically sorted, right? Okay, so it will give you the abstract, right? Okay, right, it will give you abstract and all that. So this get, if you wish to get the PDF, you click onto this and see whether the PDF is being available. If it is onto open platform, definitely yes, you can get. You can get the DOI, digital object identifier, of all that those papers related to the work, right? This is right, this is the full text paper. If you wish to know, right, they are available as a full text paper, right? How much they are actually onto Google Scholar, right? Look at here, there are available, there are onto Google Scholar. Okay, so these papers are also available, right? So you can see this content, right? This is there. Okay, so this is how it has these 100 papers. It has been summarized into this particular way, right? Fine tuning, like based on to the papers, it has go on to the summarization, right? So this is how it does, right? These are the references, those are used, right? And this is the downloadable format which can have this content, right? So size space helps you into that. Okay, other than that, there is one more one more, what you can say, no, just a minute. I wanted to give you this literature review kind of. See, based on to the this search, I have asked uh, review, clicking onto the review, so it has created a this kind of reviews. So whatever the 100 number of papers that we have received, right, it has prepared a comprehensive report from all those 169 papers, and the format of this is challenges and opportunities for LLM into low resource languages, right? So see, this is all it has prepared, right? And right, you can download it and use, right? So the moment you click onto the download, it will be available into a PDF form, so you can just save it out, right? And furtherly, you can, okay, this is view -1. Okay, done. So you can open that, okay? So I'll just show you that how it is done. So this is review 1. So you can open this. Okay, look at here. This entire content is being prepared, right? Okay, introduction. Now, if you look at this, you'll find that there is a link of the paper. If you wanted to refer that paper, it will allow you to connect to your SciSpace account and likewise, right? So it is, all these are currently written into this. If you look at the referencing, you'll find that all those papers have been already cited into this particular report, right? So what I was talking about is like, you can use this particular tools for summarization of all your review work that you wish to incorporate, right? So this is giving you that. So there are different number of style sheets available onto this, right? Where you can see it here, right? Look at here. See, look at the citation generators, right? I was telling you about the styles. Now look at here, these are the styles that you have. Okay, now this is APA style, right? If you want to refer the same journal article into IEEE style, see, this is how it is written, right? Look at this particular citation style. Okay, now if I want it to be any more style, right? Say, for example, any style you can take. Right. So these are the styles, IEEE and APA. So look at this. Okay, this is MLA. So if you look at MLA, so MLA style is this. This is how the MLA style works. Right. So you can switch amongst, because this is really very difficult for a scholar to work amongst different styles, right? And here, for handling such kind of style related issues, we have different tools like Mendeley, Jabref, right? Then EndNote, right? And while during the presentation, I said I forgot that name of the tool. So EndNote is the name of that tool which you can use. It is a proprietary tool provided by Clarivate, Thomson Reuters, right? So that tool you can utilize for your work, right? So you can work among the number of this. Okay. Now, irrespective of this, right? Now you can go with this consensus, right? So you can work with this consensus, and you wanted to see the constellation graph, right? Say, for example, right? So you can see the constellation graph, right? So you can see the citation graph. So you can go with the paper search. You can go with the paper search, say, for example, right? Okay, Google Scholar, click on to this Google Scholar right here. Right, done this. Okay, now let me have one. Okay, this. Okay, so let me have this. Okay, here. Okay, let me see whether this is able to search out or not. Okay, so this is the paper. Okay, now click onto this paper. Okay, and filter. This is likewise. So now I can go with the new citation graph. So this is what is my seed paper. Okay, so this has now, okay, this is seed. Okay, now I can click onto this. Okay, now click onto the constellation graph. Okay. Okay, look at this. This is how the constellation graph looks like. Okay, that means what? Right. Right. Now this is how it is. Right. If you look at this, this is how the constellation works. So right. So this is one. This is we can if we wish to see this one. Look. Okay. So you just have to copy this one. Go on to this citation graph. Okay, here you just change this. Okay, whether you able to get it or not, let us see. Okay, now please see here, this manuscript has 671 citation, right? But if you look at here, if you look at here, if you look at here, this is showing that 430. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that some citations are not available into the database of this paper, this particular consensus, right? Okay, so this is how actually the things are getting moved. Okay, so right, so this is how it actually works, right? So this is the paper, this is the paper, this is the paper, right? All these fellows have referred this particular case, right? So you can see in degrees and out degrees out of this particular graph. So this is the constellation which you can prepare, and this has a good representation. Okay, so you can create a citations graph using consensus. So this is really very interesting. Okay, so you can create that. Okay, so we have seen two tools here, consensus and SciSpace. Okay, SciSpace has given you text summarization of your literature review. Okay, so this is also been done. Okay, now look at the research front end and discovery and design. If you look at this, then if you wanted to use certain tools for your literature and knowledge discovery, you have some facilities of using semantic search, citation mapping, and the trend visualization, which we have already seen here, right? This can be done. Okay, now Research Rabbit is one, Site.ai is one, Connected Papers is one, Semantic Scholar is one, right? Which you can use. So this is self-explanatory. Okay, if you look at research backend, what we do at the backend, right, is this. We incorporated data analysis and statistics. For that, we have a different tools like Python, R, RapidMiner, Orange data mining. With the Python, we have TensorFlow, PyTorch, or PyCharm, right? Likewise, right? So these tools will allow me to go with some statistical test, some advanced machine learning mechanism and like, right? So the moment I have a data analysis, I need to go with the scientific writing, right? For scientific writing, you have Philbot, Writeful, ChatGPT, Grammarly, Gemini. Okay, then you have SciSpace. Okay, these tools for writing particular. Now, as far as citation and all those, as I already said, Zotero, Manly, EndNote, Turnitin, right? Facility of citation handling. This is also possible here, right? So you can go up, right? And at the end, what you have is published manuscripts. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so this we have seen consensus meter. Now consensus meter, how this consensus meter works, let me give you that, right? Okay, now how this consensus meter works. Okay, this works here, say for example. So it gives you numbers actually, right? The moment you click on to new threads now, you will get the numbers. See, this is the numbers, right? So all these numbers, you will see it here, right? It has actually given you some information, right? Okay, so how many number of abstract and reads that it has carried out, it has mentioned those. Okay, so interestingly, right, we have seen consensus, we have seen SciSpace as well. Okay, so these two things we have seen. Okay, so if you look at the tool diagnostic matrix, so for tool diagnostic, we have tool called LSIT, right? This is particularly best used for automated literature matrices and methodology design or methodology extraction, LSIT. Concession, SciSpace, Research Rabbit, you can use, right? So these four tools you can use. Okay, now if you look at the flow chart, AI research flow chart, so it contains four phases primarily. The phase first starts with discovery and hypothesis, where the tools you can use at Research Rabbit, LSIT. These two tools you can use for discovery and writing the hypothesis. As far as data analysis, you can use Python, R, SPSS, MATLAB, TensorFlow, deep learning, right? All those models you can use, tools you can use. For drafting and writing, you can use Claude, right? You can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, right? Apart from that, you can also use Perplexity for writing your draft. That is also being possible, right? But SciSpace also you can use it, right, for drafting some kind of reviewing kind of mechanism, right? Now for validation and citation, as I already said, mainly you can go or cite AI dot you can read. Right. This is Otter and Notion. Already we have discussed this Otter and Notion, so this is not required. Okay. Now, this is important. Now, if you really wanted to have AI system, it cannot be utilized without keeping human in loop, right? So you need to utilize, you need to be there to monitor everything what AI is doing. Okay, so the faculty verification node is an important aspect. So entire ecosystem will work in and out around the faculty itself, means around educator itself. So no AI can replace the faculty members. So that remain remain there as a domain expert. So still AI is being utilized onto extensively or in extensive mode. No faculty member will be dropped out of the use of AI. Rather, they are the domain experts and there is no replacement for them, right? So even AI is not a replacement for an educator or for that matter, a scholar. Right. Now you need to go for relentless verification, because always you need to go with a audit of AI generated content, right? So very soon, I hope today I got the news that UGC has already provided guidelines regarding availability or utilization of permissible AI content into the work, right? That is being disclosed today, right? There was a news uh, for this related to the content, right? So very soon you will get the clear directives onto this. So UGC has very soon it will come up with the AI right or 6%, whatever the okay. Let me share. Okay. So this is important, and interestingly, pedagogical redesigning that has to be incorporated. You might have recently heard about news from China that they have almost lapsed near about 5,000 courses, traditional programs, and they actually reinvented it with the redesign those all curriculums with the inception of AI. So you need to redesign all those courses based on to the AIs. Okay, so that you can do. Okay, so this is actually the impact of this. Okay, so the end of this presentation is on to this particular note. The ultimate paradigm shift will be from content delivery and manual labor to knowledge facilitation and insight generation. So that's it. So I'm end up with my presentation now. If you have any questions related to the discussions that we had, right, please let me know. We have some time with us so we can discuss.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So actually, when you were speaking about this meeting notes and all, you spoke about Notion. Prior to Notion, you spoke about some other tool. I just somehow
Otter.
missed that.
OTTER, otter.ai.
Okay, sir.
OTTER, otter.ai. Okay, may I ask you a question? Or this question is for everybody. Okay, quick question. Okay, so I'm putting it into a chat window.
Hello, sir.
Just a minute, madam. Okay, my question, I put it into chat window. How many tools that we use as a educators, AI tools. So today I have disclosed some of the tools. You need to tell me like the number. Right. Yes, yes, madam. Your question, please. You can write your answer into chat window. Yeah, your question. Okay, I got one question, one answer as seems more than 20 plus. Okay.
So it would be many, sir, because you spoke of many tools. It was really a wonderful session. Though we don't, actually, I belong from the Department of Law from St. Xavier's University, Kolkata, but it was quite interesting. It was not my domain, but somehow it's very helpful.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Any questions here specifically for me? But many.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, your lecture was very impressive, and we need your experience and guidance for our PhD student regarding the publishing research papers. So it will be helpful from there.
Yes, I'll write my email address, madam. Please note down my email address so that you can connect with me, or anyone who wanted to connect with me, you can write me at this. I have
Okay, sir. Thank you.
added my email address into the chat window. Yes.
Hello, sir. I want to ask how many of these tools are paid and like Gemini, SciSpace you have talked about. Uh, are these paid? Like Gemini, I have used already. It is not paid, but SciSpace and one more, I don't recall the name. All of these are paid, or we have to.
No,
We can use them freely.
No, SciSpace is paid. Gamma, Canva, right?
Canva we can use.
Yeah, Canva you can use, Slide AI you can use, Gamma you can use,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Notebook LM you can use.
Okay, Notebook LM we can use freely.
Yeah, Jame you can use, right? The only restriction is number of prompts, right?
Okay.
Daily you can go up with say, for example, if you are working with the free version of Notebook LM, it will not allow you to create more than 3 presentations. Each of the presentation will not go beyond slide 12, right?
Okay.
So not more.
Sir, just like Quillbot, like if we have to use
Not more.
unpaid, then we will take standard. Otherwise, for paid, it is different version. Hello.
Personalized Gmail access, Google Suite subscription will cost not more than 1,300 rupees, right? But it will help you in all the ways very significantly, right? So you can have that particular mechanism with you. It's not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Spending 1,300 rupees for a year would be good.
Yes.
Rather
Okay,
you can
thank you,
say,
sir.
rather you can say it is very cheap, right? It is being you can easily afford it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And we
Yeah.
can use it in multiple ways.
Yeah, you can use it in multiple ways.
Yes.
Definitely, yes. Anyone?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any
So this
questions? for-
1300 subscription that you spoke about, sir, it
Huh.
is basically of Google you set of I just
Yeah, it
missed
is. It is Google. It is Google. It's
Okay,
Google.
okay.
Yeah, it's Google.
Okay, fine. From there, I believe we can get connected with these tools and all.
Yeah, with Google, you can connect to many of the tools. There is a Google suite, entire suite is available for you to utilize. Right. Like I said, Google Vids. Right. If you wanted to create an AI animated video of yourself, say for example, in most of the like what I have seen that people have a complex with the camera, right? Though they are a good oratory skills, but they have a fear of a camera, right? Whenever camera, like they're in front of camera, they're not able to perform well, right? Okay, so what they can do is that they can train the Google model to use their photograph. Rest can be easily developed by the Google. Right, so it is completely animated kind of video tools you can easily prepare, right? So that can be done. So that Google Vids you can utilize for this kind of purpose, right? Creating the animated videos and likewise can be easily done. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Anything else, or should we end up the presentation, the session now? No, still we have 20 minutes with us. I finished it early. I wanted to know like if there are any doubts, questions as such. You can push your doubts, questions into a chat window so that I can get those doubts. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so thank you everybody. I will end up this session now. At the outset, I would like to thank PMNTT, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University for giving me this opportunity to have an interaction with you all. I would like to thank you all for having such a wonderful patience for from last 2.5 hours and bearing me with the content that is use of AI tool for educators and research scholars. Okay, so thank you one and all, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can I give the vote of thanks?
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
you can. Yes, you can, please.
Yeah. Good evening to everyone. As we come to the end of the enriching session, it is my privilege on behalf of the participants to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Pravin Yannawar, for delivering such an enlightening and thought-provoking session on Education 2030 and the AI-enabled academic ecosystem, which was certainly a comprehensive guide to integrating on how to integrate AI into higher education, teaching, and research. So your session was not just an introduction to artificial intelligence, it was actually a roadmap for the future of higher education. The way you connected the vision of Education 2030 with the practical applications of both AI in both teaching as well as learning and research, as well as in academic administration, has given all of us valuable insights and much to reflect upon. We sincerely appreciate your generosity in sharing your knowledge, experience, and vision, sir. I would also like to express our sincere gratitude to the UGC Malvya Mission Teacher Training Center, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar University, for organizing this online refresher course on academic leadership and institutional excellence for Vikshit Bharat 2047. So it was a really wonderful session, sir. Thank you so much. I thank all the participants from different institutions across the country for their active presence and engagement, which truly added value to today's session. Once again, thank you, Dr. Yannawar, for inspiring lecture. So it was very, very useful, and I'm sure all of us are going to incorporate all this into our academic journey. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.